Hello YouTube world, Pretend Farmer here. Not a real farmer, just pretending. In this video, we're going to do a series of experiments to find out just how smart chickens are. People have asked Pretend Farmer the question, are chickens really that intelligent? We heard they're stupid. Well, we're going to get into it in this video. Stay tuned. So how smart are they? Or are they even smart at all? What if chickens are stupid? Experiment number 1 proves that chickens are smart enough to know what a bag of treats is. Just the sound of these treats rattling in the bag gets all the chickens riled up. As you can see, they're gathering around because they know this is their snack food. Now, as you can see behind me, we have some chickens in the run, which is not even closed up right now, and they're having a hard time figuring out how to get out. Looks like the last one just made it out. In terms of things like that, chickens are actually pretty stupid. You can put a chicken in a corner and they can't figure out how to get themselves out of that corner. It takes them a little bit till they actually turn and realize they're not trapped. It's not that chickens don't have a good sense of direction. They can actually wander quite far from where their coop is when they're free ranging, and they always find their way back. But if chickens go on the other side of a fence or something like that, a lot of times they have a hard time finding the hole that they went through, and they'll get stuck on the other side of the fence. Or maybe they'll go in their run and something will start chasing them and they forget where the door is, where the exit is. So chickens, they kind of are dumb when it comes to critical thinking skills, but they know what treats are. Chickens never forget mealworms. For a chicken's hygiene, they know that they need to take dust baths on a regular basis. And chickens will do this because A, it gets the waxy coating off their feathers, and B, any mites or parasites that might be on them, it kind of smothers them out as they roll in the dirt. So chickens are smart enough to know right out of the gate that this is something that's important they need to do to take care of themselves. I didn't know to take a bath. I had to be taught that. And sometimes Pretend Farmer still doesn't. So these chickens are kind of ahead of the game here in terms of being smart, taking good care of themselves. Now the chickens have learned by now not to be afraid of Samson because he's not necessarily a predator. He's big enough to eat them and certainly capable, but they're not afraid of Samson. However, if a hawk or a strange animal like another dog or cat comes onto the property, these chickens will scatter because they can recognize danger. They recognize a threat to their safety, and the roosters are always on a lookout for this. So chickens are smart in that they know how to protect themselves. In fact, that's why chickens will go up the ramp and roost in their coop every night. If you have chickens, whether you free range them or not, you know chickens always put themselves to bed. The reason they do this is because chickens, it's just ingrained in them to get up as high as possible off the ground at dark, because they know they're tasty and they might get eaten if they stay down on the ground. Up off the ground on a roost bar, it's a lot harder for a predator to get to them. Or at least they think that anyway. Raccoon gets in there, it could be a really bad night for them. A lot of birds in general are known for having good vision. You know, in fact, turkeys, they have very crisp vision. Anybody that's a turkey hunter knows if you even flinch in the woods, a turkey knows you're there. I don't know if chickens can see quite as good as turkeys, but it's been proven that chickens can actually see and distinguish between several different colors. They can see a lot of the same colors that you and I can see as humans, red, green, blue. Chickens can distinguish those. And actually, scientific studies have shown chickens actually have facial recognition. They recognize each other and they recognize people. So that means the chickens know the difference between the pretend farmer and somebody else that comes around here pretending to be the pretend farmer. They're going to know that farmer is pretending to be pretending, and they're going to distinguish that. That's not something you can do if you're stupid. But there's always the other side of the coin. We've got Bucky down here who thought it was a great idea to go into the pig pen while we were feeding and now he can't figure out how to get himself out. Now, chickens have wings. They can fly off the ground 7 or 8 feet sometimes. He could easily clear that fence. He could probably squeeze under it if he wanted to. Or even if he was feeling lazy, he could just go over to the gate and jump through the second rung. It's only about 1.5 feet off the ground, and there's no screen there to stop him from going right through. He would easily fit. Poor Bucky just can't figure it out. All right, come on, Bucky. Good Bucky. Now, Bucky's kind of late to the party, but he knows that treats have been distributed, and he wants in on some of that. Did you get you some treats, Bucky? So what do you think? Are chickens smart, or are they stupid? Pretend Farmer's official answer is, they're a little bit of both. But we love our chickens. We love them for their stupid things, and we love them when they're smart too. If the pretend farmer forgot to mention any of the things that chickens are smart for, or any of the ways that they're kind of stupid, feel free to add down in the comments. I'm sure I didn't cover everything. Maybe some of you have observed chickens do some really intelligent things that I haven't. Maybe you've seen your chickens in some really funny, stupid situations where you wonder how in the world did they even come up with this. Pretend Farmer wants to hear that too. You know, I forgot to mention there's even a video on YouTube of a chicken that plays the keyboard. It'll play a song on a little piano. So chickens can be really smart. They can be really stupid. Pretend Farmer says they're both. And until next time, this is the Pretend Farmer with his somewhat smart, somewhat dumb chickens. We're signing out.
Come here, Colonel. Come here, Colonel. Come here, Colonel.